A story that actually we couldn't get enough of. It's a story of resilience and rebuilding that we just had to follow up on. There was a family flooded out by Superstorm Sandy. Even one of our ABC producers helped drive them to safety. Their house was flooded so badly they could not go back home. ABC's Ron Claiborne has this incredible story.
In the storm-ravaged town of Long Beach, Long Island, on the day after Hurricane Sandy, we met Barbara Byrne standing on the front porch of the house that she has called home for the past 48 years. The house had 5 feet of floodwater in it, and worse, 100 gallons of home heating oil stored in her garage had spilled into the water. Mrs. Byrne wanted to go to a shelter, but her family had no way to go anywhere. Almost every car in town had been damaged by the flood. So we gave them a ride. She, her daughter Maureen, her 2 grandchildren, and McCleary, the family dog, all squeezed in with the few possessions that they could grab in a hurry. Producer John Santucci drove them to City Hall, and from there they would be able to catch a bus to that shelter. And that was the last time we saw them.
You want to come in the house?
I do. Until a few days ago, when we met Mrs. Byrne and Maureen again at their little house on Connecticut Avenue.
I really feel like you and John saved our life that day. And we had been through so much stuff. It was really a horrible, horrible night.
Like so many others in Long Beach, they still cannot return home.
This was like a studio apartment.
All this is underwater, huh?
Yeah.
How is it when you come back and visit the house?
Depressing.
Depressing?
Very depressing, yes.
What is the situation with the house? Is it going to be okay?
We don't know.
We don't know. You don't know whether you're coming or going. Everything is up in the air. You're just not thinking clearly, and that's the bottom line right now.
And they told us about that terrifying night when they huddled together in their darkened home as the wind howled and the water rose.
I didn't know if we were going to live through it, and the water just kept rising. When the sun came up and the water had receded, I was so grateful that we were alive and that we made it through.
This is a tough, resilient family. They say 2013 will be a better year.
Do you want to come back here?
This is my home. I love Long Beach. I do want to come back, yes.
I think that Long Beach is going to shine even brighter than it was.
In the new year, huh?
Yeah,
Yes.
The spirit of Long Beach is really what makes this town what this town is. It's not the houses, it's not the buildings, it's the spirit of the people.
For Good Morning America, Ron Claiborne, ABC News, Long Beach, New York.
An amazing story that reminds us that even in the worst of times, it's people that can actually make a difference.
And those just images of people helping one another, I mean, it was obviously a horrible thing to happen in any community, but to see everyone come together like that, it gives you a real sense of community.
Yeah.
Also, it's important to note how many of those stories there are out there.
know.
How many people lost their homes, lost everything that they thought mattered, and hopefully we'll have families such as that one to help them come back together and bring places like Long Beach back even stronger, and here's to that.